Being a trad wife is feminist, but also not. Some people call it internalized sexism because they view it as willfully subjugating yourself to a man, while others call it a feminist reclamation of traditional feminine values. And both are true and both are false because trad wives are not a monolith. They are born of differing sociocultural contexts, and as always, context is key. When people speak about being a trad wife, they tend to conflate the three things that are the foundation of the concept: the choice itself, the framework surrounding the choice, and the conditions under which the choice was made. A contemporary woman who minds a home while her husband works isn't automatically the cover girl of feminism, nor is she betraying her foremothers. The distinction lies in the framework behind that decision, in what she believes women are and which can be seen in the majority of trad wife rhetoric because it goes beyond simply finding meaning in homemaking by proving itself as an ideology that frames domesticity as the divine and natural expression of womanhood. However, on the other hand, there is also the assumption that managing a home is the lesser labor between that and corporate work. There do exist many women with options who chose domestic labor, and devaluing that decision as a byproduct of capitalist ideology. Believing that women should prefer a career is simply replacing the traditional role prescribed by men with a contemporary one prescribed by women. And speaking of capitalism, really, the trad wife aesthetic is mainly a middle class and up phenomenon because it is an economic privilege to abstain from work. A woman who, if she chose to, could leave that marriage because of her resources or her support network is positioned way differently than a woman who's been made financially dependent in a way that makes leaving virtually impossible. And both women may genuinely believe that they're happy, which is why the aesthetic alone says nothing. An aesthetic that's been exploited, mind you, by women who monetize their trad wife identities online, making them less homemakers than they are content creators and entrepreneurs, performing a withdrawal from the economy and pushing the harmful rhetoric that comes with that performance, and then selling that performance to be the breadwinners of their households. Is this feminism, or victimhood, or a third thing? Trad wife culture contains women across the entire range from freedom to oppression, so it's up to us to learn how to discern which is which on a case-by-case basis because the aesthetic is not inclusive in its representation. And the truly feminist thing to do on an individual level would be to afford the situation and engagement with nuance.